Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can have debate like that in this country, then you're well on the way to a robust, strong democracy. So I thank all of our panelists for their very, very constructive comments. We've got time for some questions from you, from the audience, just for a few minutes. I think that we should start with the governor who wishes to ask a question. Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, you ask your question from your sitting position.
When they came to tell me that I would speak, I said they should not take my question time as my speech time. My first question is to Mamora. I won't ask Jack any question. I identify with your speech 100%. My first question is to Senator Mamora. You were a speaker when I was a speaker. Is that true? Were you in the pocket of your governor? Because this habit where when you climb up, you begin to abuse the ones down. And you said the National Assembly is trying. The solution to the Nigerian problem rests in the National Assembly. And for the first time since I became a governor and public officer, I have never criticized the National Assembly. And I will try not to. But until they take up that responsibility of saving Nigeria, Jack Straw will continue to deliver a lecture like this. Jack Straw will continue. So if you are blaming the State Assembly, blame the National Assembly the more, because they are yet to assume that responsibility. Which country that you will hear that $20 billion is missing, and we are celebrating and asking, is this missing, or did they refuse to remit it, or is it in JP Morgan's account? No way. The National Assembly would by now go on strike. But again, like I said, I don't like criticizing the National Assembly. I was part of the legislature before I went to the executive. So whatever they are doing is good. I would have loved to ask Jack Straw this question, or ask the Nigerian panelists. Is corruption in Nigerian culture? Because the magnitude of corruption now is beyond imagination. And what is culture? Culture is the way of life of a... Is corruption not a way of life of our people now? Therefore, is anything wrong with corruption if it's a way of life of our people? Because what is the way of life of our people? The food you eat, the water or the alcohol or soft drink you drink, the way you dance, the way you relate with people. If corruption is part of the way we relate with our people, should we be complaining? So I ask the question, is corruption part of our culture? So I don't know whether the question should actually go to the Nigerian panelists. I have two places I disagree with Femi Falana. I agree you say we should cross-fertilize ideas. Why shouldn't we talk about citizens' action? Why should Nigerian citizens watch leaders steal money and they are dancing with the leaders? Why should, for instance, Amaechi steal money and you come and receive him at the airport? Shouldn't we start stoning our leaders and asking them to refund us our money? And I will give you two quick jokes. The first one was the story of a famous Nigerian senator who went to Britain. And the Nigerian armed robber pulled out a gun to rob him. And he said, please, sir, I'm an ordinary Nigerian senator. You know, the armed robber said, your money or your life? And he said, please, sir, I'm an ordinary Nigerian senator. He said, okay, our money or your life? The next joke is on the traffic. A beggar was scratching a car, begging for money on a street in Nigeria. And the prominent Nigerian said, will you get out of that car? How dare you disturb me, the whole senator? And he said, give me, first I was saying, Oga, give me some money. Oga, give me some money. So when the man said, will you get out of that place? How can you be disturbing a whole senator? He changed and said, give me our money. Give me our money. Don't mind me use senator. I'm using to represent the elites and the ruling class. So I'm responding to Femi Falana. Shouldn't we move from this cross-fertilization of ideas to citizens' action? Because we are tired. There's nothing new you need to say in Nigeria. There's nothing here that Jack Straw has said that has not been said before in Nigeria. Nothing new. The only difference now is that it's being said by a foreigner. If not, what will be new is citizens' action. The only reason why we act the way we act with impunity is because there is no consequence. If there was a consequence for the suspension of the CBN governor, would that action be taken? If there was a consequence for the stealing of $20 billion, would that action be taken? We do it because we get away with even murder. In Nigeria, you can actually be shot by an elite and nothing will happen. Absolutely nothing will happen. Bola Ige was killed in this country. Famous Bola Ige. If nothing happened, nothing will happen if you kill an ordinary Nigerian. Finally, let me accuse Femi of also being a racist. When he accused Jack Straw that it takes two to tango and that we keep this money in their banks. A banker does not ask you where the money is coming from. Nowhere in the world. You're his client, he receives your money and he banks your money. But if you must go to British history, most Nigerian politicians don't travel to Britain again. You agree? Most Nigerian politicians don't put their money in Britain again. You agree? They now go to Asia. You agree? Because the British government has made it extremely difficult for any Nigerian thief to put his money in a British bank. To tell you how far they have tried, there's a Nigerian politician's son that is languishing in jail now, even though they have refused to tell me the name of the person, for carrying £300,000 in his hotel room, not bank. So they now chase you even up to your hotel room. In Nigeria here, can a policeman go to your hotel? So I don't think you are right in saying it takes two to tango. But by the way, what is wrong if you steal your money and come to my bank? I'll take it and keep for you. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been told there's going to be a slight change of program to try to speed things up. So we will have a longer question and answer session after the next part of the program. What we're going to do is to let Jack Straw answer now, make a final comment. Then we're going to go straight into the second part of the program where John Bruton will give his speech, and then we'll have time for a longer discussion at the end of that. But I think that Jack Straw should have the right to make a comment on the exceedingly penetrating comments of the governor.